Isaiah Thomas, 22 points in his debut. He was rolling in the first half. The Laker defense was bad. They kept switching IT on Nowitzki and all this big man. I honestly think here's the problem for me. I think Isaiah Thomas is going to be a logjam for the Lakers. I think he's going to be a real headache slash problem. When Lonzo Ball comes back, he's going to request to start. And I don't think you buy him out. You just make him suck it up and you have him play a bench role and see if he can make a playoff push. I didn't like Isaiah Thomas in Cleveland. He was a huge problem to why they were flustering, and I don't know why Magic wanted him in the deal. I would have taken anybody else, to be honest. I would take Derrick Rose, to be honest. I don't want Isaiah Thomas. I like him. I like the kid. He's a good kid. 5'8", great story, but I just don't think like he's gonna be that much of a good player in terms of game changer. In fact, I think he holds the ball too much, and he takes away. The whole point of this trade was because Clarkson shot too much, to give Kuzma more minutes and to give all those other guys good minutes. But this, I think, is going to be a logjam. I don't think it's going to be a good idea. I think once Lonzo comes back, it's going to be a terrible idea. I don't think you buy out Isaiah Thomas. I think you make him suck it up and you make him stay on the team. And then he's not getting a max this offseason. So wherever he goes, he's probably gonna. If he wants a max, he can go get a max. And like I said earlier, he can go get a max in fucking Phoenix or something. You know, like he can go get a max on like a sucky team. He's not getting a max on a good team. He's obviously shown that he has capability problems. He can't play defense, and he's obviously just a mediocre player, to be honest. He can put the ball in the basket. I mean, he did that was for the Lakers, but the second half was a huge defensive problem. 130, we lost 130 to 123. The Lakers were rolling. We lost one game, and then we have to play the young Timberwolves next game too. So I just don't see this as a good connection. I don't see this as good. I see this as kind of a problem, and I think IT needs to shore it up. I think IT needs to show people why he's here and why he, does stuff. And he's just, I don't think IT is that kind of guy that's going to come in and change the world. I've said this earlier. I just don't think IT is the type of guy that's going to come and change the world. He could be a solid bench player, but he needs to come off the bench. Lonzo Ball is too much of a development player to throw him on the bench. I feel like Lonzo Ball is more transcendent. Okay, Lonzo Ball can pass. He can rebound. If he gets a little bit of a better jumper, watch out. Obviously, I heard what his dad said, and I'm not going to address that because I said I'm not going to cover LeVar Ball. I just think he says stuff for attention, and I don't need to cover him too much because I don't want to give him more attention, to be honest. But, I don't understand why his agent would text, "I'm not coming off the bench," because he's coming off the bench. I mean, I think Isaiah Thomas is just going to have to suck it, to be honest. We have Lonzo Ball. He's young. He's developing. We can't fucking have other guys come off the bench and be like, no. 22 points. He had 16 in the first half. We only had a 1-point lead. Our defense sort of let us down. It wasn't all Isaiah Thomas's fault, obviously. But I feel like most of it was because they kept switching him on big man. And Isaiah Thomas, once you put him on a big man, and he's a defensive liability late, and obviously he gave up huge baskets late, and obviously it was a game that went down the wire, but the Dallas Mavericks are the second worst team in the NBA. It shouldn't be happening to them. Dirk Nowitzki looked like Dirk Nowitzki of old. You can't switch IT. You got to bench IT. I think Luke Walton has to have better IQ. I think Luke Walton didn't bench IT because he was scared that IT would go out in the media and say something. Obviously, that's why I think this is going to be a huge problem once Lonzo comes back, and I just want him to be able to coexist, but if he's not willing to be able to come off the bench, then I think you just make him come off the bench and make him suck it up. I don't think you buy him out, because if you buy him out, then you basically lost the only piece that you got in that Clarkson-Nance trade. So you can't buy him out. That's just stupid. And no one's gonna get him if you buy him out, because he only played 15 games. He's still on injury, and nobody knows what he's really gonna be like. To be honest, everybody knows what he's gonna be like, but he hasn't come back to MVP form yet, obviously. I mean, maybe it was just the Brad Stevens system. Kyrie Irving looks good in that Brad Stevens system. So it could just be that Kyrie's like a system player. Obviously, Ty Lue doesn't do much coaching in Cleveland. He does, but it's just morally LeBron's team, basically. But I just feel like Isaiah Thomas is that kind of guy that I don't think he can come in and immediately start yapping. I think he needs to let his play reflect on the court. And I think Isaiah Thomas, I think he's going to be a real headache for the Lakers. Maybe not as much of a headache as LeVar Ball. But I mean, I still think he's going to be a major headache. And I just think the problem here is that Isaiah Thomas is just too, a selfish player right now. He just wants the max, and he's going to play hard, and he's trying to win games. But I feel like he's going to play hero ball, and we're only 4 or 5 games out of the West, and the Jazz are on a winning streak. So we're going to have to start winning some games if we're going to get in the playoffs, and I don't see it happening in the Western Conference. I think if anything, Utah gets in. I think the Lakers just need to figure it out. Just keep losing a little bit. Obviously, we don't have this year's draft pick. But just figure it out. We look a little better this year, obviously, down the stretch. Once we get Lonzo Ball back, we should hit the flow. I think we'll be a decent team, but I just don't see a how Isaiah Thomas is gonna fit as a starter. I say bring him off the bench. I just don't see him. I see him as ruining the flow. So I really just don't like this, and I hope he shores up his act because he could be going for a max. So I think he needs to shore up his act, be a bench player for half a year, and suck it up, because you can't get in the middle of Lonzo's development. Lonzo's just too good, man. Lonzo is just he has a very, very bright future, and I feel like Isaiah Thomas might cause some sort of problems here, and I don't like that he will, because if he cause a problem, you buy him out. You lost the only piece, and then you don't have a chance of signing him again in free agency. In case you lose out on 2 free agents, and Isaiah Thomas does have a good end of the year, maybe you'll re-sign Isaiah Thomas to like a decent contract, not a max, obviously, but like a decent contract. I know KCP's a rental, so if they let KCP walk, they have space for 2 free agent signings. So we'll see what happens. The Lakers are interesting. The Lakers are looking up right now. Magic and Rob Pelinka are doing a really great job with the organization.